What's up, guys? D Basin here checking in. It's been a while since I made a video for you guys. I've been in vacation in Mexico for almost a month. A little less than a month, like 3.5 weeks. But yeah, it was nice. I'm gonna try to upload some footage that I took from over there. Some four-wheeling footage, off-roading. But anyway, I thought I'd make some kind of a big reveal video of the progress that we've done so far on the car. I know the last one was part 5 that I just uploaded last night, which pretty much showed me still modifying the cross member. But that's pretty much all I got on footage. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what we got going on, and show you what's coming up. Remember, this is a budget build, so you guys can add it up. I pretty much sold the transmission for $600, sold the engine for $350, bought the whole Tahoe with the engine, to get the donor engine for $900. So what was that? 600, 700, 800, 900. So that's, I pretty much didn't pay anything for the motor and engine. I took everything out of the truck, seats, everything. I scrapped it. I got $700 out of it. So that's $700 plus, in the bank to go towards the car. I bought, what did I buy? I bought headers. That's $200 right there. I bought oil pan, another $200. That's $400. I bought spark plug wires. That was $25, which I have a video on those. There's some eBay wires compared to some high performance, almost the same specs from Summit, and I bought them for, at Summit they had them for $64. I bought them off of eBay, something similar to them, for $25. So I'm gonna do a video on that one to do a review on them. And so I bought those. I also bought the transmission mount, not the transmission mount, the engine mounts, which were $125. So that's pretty much what, that's 400, 500, almost $600. That leaves $100 left over. I bought a battery, which was $75. I bought a serpentine belt, which was like $10. Some miscellaneous hoses, wire wrap, electrical tape, solder. That's maybe another $100. So that's 800, 850, somewhere around there. What else? Let me think. Oh, a radiator. That was $125. And I flashed the computer for $100. I didn't flash it. I only got the bats deleted and a couple other things done to it, and that's it. That's all I've done so far. So altogether, the only money that came out of my pocket that I actually had to work for was maybe $300. Not more than that. I guarantee you it wasn't more than that. So if you guys don't believe me, just run the numbers. Just, pause the video, run the numbers, and I have receipts. If you guys ever want to see any proof that you don't believe that this budget bill could be done for that much, then yeah, you'll believe it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. I'm gonna start the video now about the current process, and I hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned. Alright guys, so this is the progress that we've done so far. Engine's in. Those are the spark plug wires that I told you guys about. These are 8mm silicone spark plug wires, supposedly made in the USA. So I don't know, guys, $25. You guys should look into it. Let's see, serpentine belt. I'll upload some specs on this serpentine belt. I think the only thing I deleted off of this was the AC compressor. Everything else is still the same. Hoses, I use the same hoses from the Tahoe. I just cut them back. They actually fit real nice, except the top one. As you can see, I got a big old kink here, which I have to sort out. I'm probably gonna have to, I don't know, I haven't figured that one out yet. But yeah, I just put a turnaround on this, temporary. I don't know if you can see the lower radiator hose. Yeah, it fits real nice. I got all quick connects on the transmission lines right here. I don't know if you can see my finger. Quick connects. These are the factory Tahoe transmission lines. I just kind of bend them and routed the way that I want them, which came out pretty good actually. Let's see what else. Yeah, let's see if we can get it. Let me see if I can get a picture. No, I can't get any view of the transmission lines. The headers, stainless steel headers, I bought them used. I couldn't find any for cheap, so like I said, $200 stainless steel. They're Edelbrock. The clearance is it's really close to the K-member. It's maybe only like a half-inch, quarter-inch clearance. I would say more of a half-inch. There should be plenty. This side's a little higher. Let's see. This is the stock F-body power steering line, high pressure line, which bolted up real nice. As you can see, it's not really kinked or nothing. It bolted up real good. I just did a slide bend on it and it came out good. This is the stock truck power steering pump. This is just a regular oil resistant hose that I bought by the foot, and I just spliced it into the stock cooling tube. It's just a regular tube that just goes around the radiator, under the radiator, and comes back to cool the transmission. The power steering fluid. When I cut the K-member, I had to cut the brake lines, so I ran new brake lines, as you can see right here. I did a coil on it to keep it from busting or something under tight cornering or stuff like that. I still got to get under it to bolt it down, but it's ran all the way over here. Let's see if I can get a quick look down here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can kind of see the line. No, not really. You can't really see it. I thought you got. Yeah, you can see it. See back there. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get this thing to focus. I think it's over there. Yeah, it's so. I don't know, guys. I can't get a focus on it. But anyway, this is the stock truck dipstick tube. I'm gonna have to pull up the specs on how much oil capacity this F-body oil pan fits, and I'm gonna drain the oil once I ran it for a little while, and put exactly what it takes, and then see what it reads on the dipstick, see if it's the same or not. As far as the transmission, that's all the same. Wiring, all the wiring's kind of ran factory, no major modifications there, as you can see. What else? Stock truck intake. Fuse panel. This is the fuse panel right here. This is aftermarket. I did that. As you can see, I got PCM injectors, coils, cooling fan. This is the charging for the charging. What else we have? What else did I have? This is the main power for the fuse block inside the car to power up all the cluster and fuel pump and all that stuff. I still got to buy a connector to connect this up a little neater. I don't like this. I like it to be neat. This was just temporary. I'm gonna order one and and have a quick connect on it. Freaking mosquitoes are all over the place now, man. You guys need to be careful with this West Nile virus shit going on. But yeah, this is the ECM, PCM. It's right here. I still got to figure out a better way to mount it to keep it from vibrating and stuff. Yeah, I cut all the stock harness. I cut it out. I'm never going to go back or anything like that, so I just cut it all off. I ran the stock fuel pump relay, which works just fine. You just gotta find a good ground for it, because I think on the stock F-body Camaro harness, the stock harness, it's ran to the PCM, and the PCM controls the ground. So you gotta, find a way to get it to ground, or the fuel pump won't prime or run. So oh yeah, the fuel line. What I did on the fuel line is I ran the stock 92 Camaro fuel lines for the TDI, and I bought a splice, or I don't know what you call this connector right here. This connector from Napa, and it has like a flared end, and I connected that to a nylon tubing right here, and then that did the nylon tubing on this thing too. So this is a quick connect, so if I ever need to service it, I'll just pull this and boom, it comes out. Gives me good oil pressure. I'm not running a pressure regulator. Not oil pressure, fuel pressure. This is without the fuel pressure regulator. You can see good pressure. What else? Yeah, I changed the battery to this side. If you remove the emission stuff, it has another battery holder, fits right in. I still got to wire up the fans. I'm gonna get a dual fan setup from an F-body, a newer F-body, 4th gen, and run that. Or I might run the stock fan for now. I don't know yet. That's as far as the engine. All that's tight down there. The only problem I'm facing now is that I did not make a bracket to mount the torque arm on the transmission mount that I made. So as soon as I give it any type of throttle, the differential lifts up towards the inside of the car, and actually I already busted one of my shocks because of that. So I'm actually working on the design. And remember, this is a budget build, and I think the cheapest torque arm, it's 284 bucks. That's 400 bucks right there. So I'm gonna try to see if I can build something for around 150 bucks and mount that. I don't know if you can see, but that's how everything sits. Transmission. You can't really see the oil pan, but it's maybe a little half an inch higher than the transmission oil pan. I gotta find a way to hook up the gear selector plug, because it hits on the side of the tunnel in the car. So I probably gotta cut the side of the wall of the car or something to be able to mount that up. Yeah, but you can clearly see that the differential's leaning a lot. Tilting up, so I gotta fix that. But yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. The inside's all torn apart. Oh, another thing. I almost forgot, guys. Almost forgot. Let me show you guys something real cool you're gonna like. Let me just take the camera off of this. Hold on. Alright, so there's a way to wire up your stock cluster, which I have right here behind the car. There's a way to wire up the stock cluster to work with the PCM and all that, to have your speedometer and your RPM gauge and your temperature, oil, fuel, all that to work with it. but I didn't feel like messing with it. And again, like I said, this is a budget build. I don't want to buy a whole bunch of, you know, boxes or whatever you call those things to change the signal over or whatnot. So I just went to the junkyard. This is a 4th gen cluster from what was it, a 2002 Camaro. I was looking at the Firebird, but this one looked a whole lot nicer. And I wired it in. Pretty simple, pretty easy to do. Everything works great. Let me show you guys. This is a key, stock key. As you can see, my voltage went up. I haven't hooked this up at the back yet. I just had to solder the wires together. I haven't done that, but I'm gonna do it. We got our speedometer, our RPM gauge, our oil pressure. That I could not. It works on the different signal. It communicates differently from the Tahoe to the F-body 4th gen cluster. So I'm just gonna buy a external gauge for that one. But temperature works good. Everything else works nice. I haven't hooked up a scanner to figure out, see if it's communicating correctly. But I also wired up a OBD2 connector right there, so that should be working fine. Yeah, so everything works good. So I guess it's time for the moment of truth, right? You guys want to see if it runs or not, huh? Yeah, I know you do. Well, if you do, you better stay tuned for the next video, which is just a short video of me cranking the car. And I hope you guys enjoyed this part. It's been really fun building this car. It took me a while, but I got it done, so it's almost complete. I still got to buy a air filter for it. So, and a hood, air filter and a hood, and it should be good. So, still got a little bit to go, but we're nearly there. So, remember to keep watching the videos if you like what you see. If you don't, oh well, I don't really care. To all my fans, I know there's a couple guys that are always on top of my videos when I post them. I appreciate it. You know, I don't want to just, you know, think that I'm doing this just for nothing, or, you know, at least there's somebody out there watching. So just remember to stay tuned for the next video, which I'm gonna go ahead and start the car so you guys can see that I'm not bullshitting, that everything works. And stay tuned for the next video to come, which would be starting the car. And be sure to like, share, subscribe to my videos, to my channel. Keep on watching, and comment. You know, any questions you guys have about the build, any you know, any suggestions, anything that I could have done better, anything, point out anything that I might have forgotten to hook up or something, you know, that could, you know, be important. Just point it out. I appreciate it. And stay tuned. DB Bass on it. Checking out.